McGlovin back in the lineup tonight. What do you say about him as the addition he is to this group?
Yeah, I mean, we know how we all feel. He's one of the best centers in the league, two-way, the whole deal. So he's anxious to play. He's skated a lot this camp, came in great shape, so I'm not really worried about him.
Is there quite a bit of excitement to kind of get this last preseason game against Edmonton?
Yeah, I mean, they got their full lineup. It's an exhibition game, but it's still a game that you want to play hard in. They knocked us out. I give them a lot of respect for what they went through at the beginning of the year to be one goal from winning the Stanley Cup. So they're the rivals. We're striving to beat them. That's what you look for, whether it's exhibition or regular season. That's what you try to do. At this point, you get down to numbers where it's we've had some really good practices. Camps, a lot of people around. I think you can see the excitement of guys. Okay, this is somewhat basically our team, so you're seeing a lot more excitement there.
Tocchet back out there this morning. That's got to be a good sign.
Yeah, kind of get a little more pace to see how he feels after. It's not usually the next day, so yep, see how he is.
And Teddy will play tonight?
Yeah, Teddy's in. Yep, that's basically the lineup tonight.
Is there a concern level involved on Q's situation?
No, he skated in. I haven't actually talked to Roman, so I'll get a report. But he skated early today. So usually when a guy skates, from that, it's not as bad. But I don't know. I don't know how it is. Yeah, I think so.
This is your first. Artie go the distance tonight? Is that the plan?
Yeah. I think Artie will go the distance. Yes.
This is your first preseason game with the full lineup,
Yeah.
all the forward lines, all the defense pairings. Is there any concern about getting ramped up enough for the regular season with just one game?
Yeah, I don't think so. It's our job as coaches to, put practices where there is intensity and you try to mimic it. But I think a lot of teams go through the same thing. You don't have your full lineup. I honestly don't see there's going to be much rust. I think we've had some really good practices. I think it's been a good camp for a lot of guys. So no, I don't see any rust or anything like that.
From the start of training camp, you talked about wanting to bring in more speed, adapting your system to producing more offense, taking a few more risks. Have you seen that throughout the preseason and continuing into practices too?
Yeah, I've seen us push a little bit. Got to get better on some conversions. And I think there's whether you want to call it another level of burning a team when we have the odd man rush. I still don't think we're there yet. But it's October. We're not going to be the Central Army team back in the Russian 5 yet. But we're striving for that, and that kind of where teams, if they over aggressive, we got to have a good conversion rate, and we have to, we got to get up the ice a little quicker. But I did see that, and we did a lot in practice this year, the last 2-3 weeks.
Baines or Amon even, what separates, if one of those guys can make the final roster, what separates one from the other?
Well, you look for consistency, sustainability, and sometimes spots, a center position, a defensive position, sometimes get a little bit more, strong weighted because those are important positions. But really it's sustainability. I think I told you guys before, you play a good game, can you play a couple, string it together? And you don't always have to play great, but can you just be sustainable in the way you play? You can be a reliable guy. We know that you're going to be in these positions most of the time, where sometimes as a younger guy or a guy that's trying to make the NHL, I don't know if I want to say they lose focus, but it's so fast sometimes and it's hard to sustain it. I haven't really seen that from Baines or Rats. They've done a nice job especially the last 2-3 games. And like I said, I thought, Am's not playing tonight. I thought he played a good game last game. And I thought Friedman's had a great camp. He's not playing tonight. So it's a good thing to have this depth.
My brother Jack reads a ton. He reads maybe more than me.
Or is this
generational talent.
Thanks for liking the video and subscribing.